Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Tuesdays are seriously my favorite. I love having these team calls on best practices of what's going well, things that I've been learning. You guys know I'm a guru for learning and a guru for YouTube. And I just got back from Vegas. We had an amazing call last week. So for anyone who wants to chime in on this call, I'm all about that. Especially if you have some thoughts on things that I'm going to say. Just a couple of things. Do people know you're a coach? I was thinking about that when people are saying like, oh, I'm struggling with my business, or things aren't going well with coaching. It's always gonna be like, your last 3 posts, do people know that you're a coach? You don't have to say I'm a Beachbody coach, but are you inviting to something? Do people know that you're running a challenge group? Are you running a challenge group? Are you posting your workouts? Are you posting your nutrition? Are you posting anything with your personal development, your story? So if you're feeling stuck, that would be the first place I would go to look, would be your social media. And would I even have any clue that not are you just working out, but is there an invitation for someone to join you? So we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight, because you know what? There are people who post gym selfies all the time and they ain't inviting anybody to go along with them. They're just showing that they're going to the gym. You know what I'm talking about? So for you and your social media, do people know? I think that's a good gut check for yourself. I'm going to get straight up super real. I watched that Tony Robbins Oprah video like 500 times, posted in the team page about Oprah walking on fire. And my motto for the next 6 weeks is walk on fire. Someone was like, is that a book? I was like, it should be. No, it's just my motto for the next 6 weeks is walk on freaking fire. And I had a Zoom last night and I wanted to say the F word. So Eric and I yelled fun. And we just said fun. This goal's going to be fun. That's the F word we used yesterday. And I just started laughing because I'm like, we're such nerds. Walk on freaking fire. So I'm about to lay it down tonight. You know how I am. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Okay. So here's what I got to say. Make Emerald happen. If you are not an Emerald coach, just make it happen. Emerald is a choice. I just posted a video about that in Team Happy and Fit. Emerald is a flipping choice. My choice to go Emerald was Eric and my mom. Actually, they're on the same lake. There had to have been someone else. I was so nervous. I went to her house. I had a binder full of stuff to show her. I'm not joking. I came with my little binder with all this information, and we sat. I was so nervous, and I was trying to say all the right things. That was the only time ever I feel like I've ever done that. And I opened up this little binder, talked to her about coaching, scared out of my mind to do it, but I did it because I was told to do it. Emerald is what you need to make happen. Emerald is sincerely a choice in your business. I'm laying it down. I'm just saying the truth. If you're on this call, it's you want to hear the truth. You want to do it. So you're already Emerald. What do you do then? Well, I was on this call yesterday of some coaches that are going diamond. And I said, you need to know why you want diamond. I think a lot of people are like, oh, I need to go diamond. I need to go diamond. I need to go diamond. That's my next thing. I need to go diamond, right? It sounds so fancy. You're going to be making millions of dollars going diamond. No, you're not. The thing is diamond is a huge movement in your business of leadership. Emerald is a choice. Emerald starts your team cycle bonuses. Mine didn't happen for the first 6 months because I'm on a dead leg. You may not know what that means. All y'all are blessed is what I'm saying. And all of you guys are set up way differently than I am in how I built my business. Hands down, I can prove it and guarantee it. So you guys have it way better than I had it. Emerald is a choice. I made it happen, and then I wanted diamond. It took me 1.5 years to hit diamond because I overcomplicated the hell out of it. And then I realized, like, why do I even want diamond? It's a source and way of leadership. You get a lot extra tools. You're part of different groups that we have on Facebook of Team Rockstar Fit, Team Fit and Free, and even Happy and Fit. But beyond that, your team cycle grows by $4. And I started to think, I was an Emerald coach for 1.5 years before I went diamond. I missed out on a lot of money through team cycle bonuses by simply cycling at $14 versus $18. Like, just laying it down, you're missing out on money. Beachbody does not guarantee you any income. It's all based on your skill. Whoever's watching this live or this recording later, we know that. Anyway, why do you want to go diamond? Do you want to sincerely help other people ignite their business? That's a big fire in my brain. I want people to have success in this business, not just have success with helping other people, not just with their transformation, but I sincerely want people to make money by helping people. It's not selfish. You legitimately get to live your best life while helping others do that. This has changed my life way too much to not share it with people, but I want you to feel that same way. Does that make sense? So not only does Diamond make sense to me for you to do that, but I told this group yesterday, I said, because we're pushing for 2-time elite, freaking scary, so like makes me sweat and pee my pants a little bit. I really did pee my pants today and I showed Eric. It was really funny. Okay, that's besides the point, just real life. I should have put that on Instagram. Anyway, got to keep it fun around here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I said to them, I said, what's next? If you're just going to stop at Diamond, but what's next? However, when you go Emerald and you go Diamond, you can do this in the next 2 months, the next 6 weeks. Whether it's Emerald, I think when people put this goal long of like comfortable, of guarantee, like if I make Emerald happen in 3 months, then it's not going to happen, you guys, like, because it's a choice. But Diamond, like if you put a deadline to it, it's going to make you work towards it. It's freaking scary. But what's beyond that? It's going to set you up for next year, I swear. If you're like, man, I really do want to be 2-star, it all starts with you having to go Diamond. But what happens at 2-star is you get to open up another CBC. What's a CBC? A business center. Some of this you may not understand. I promise you'll understand it soon. Just freaking trust me. Because I remember being like, Sarah Morrison, like, when did you see your business really take off? She's like, when I hit 2-star. And then I hit 2-star and I was like, yep. When you can open up another business center, and that might seem really far out of your reach right now, good. You should set the goal, though, to freaking make it happen and believe that you can make it happen. When I said I wanted to go elite last year, it was so scary. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. And that was my mindset. Emerald is a choice. You need to make it happen, you guys. You need to make Emerald happen. And then if you're Emerald now, you need to just, if Diamond is your goal, all you need to do is go Emerald again. Are you with me on that? Say you're Emerald. This month, go Emerald again. 2 new coaches. Does that make sense? Then you have 4. Oh my gosh. And then the next month, go Emerald again, and then you're at 6. And then what do? Go Emerald again. You have 8 coaches. And then you just need 2 Emeralds on each side. They listen to this call. They listen to you. That Emerald's a choice. Bam, you're Diamond. Does that make sense? Stop freaking overcomplicating this goal. It's not complicated. It's scary. It should be scary. Big goals that are within your reach but out of your reach should be scary. So make Emerald happen. If you are in a slump in your business, do the stuff. So you guys, I'm at SC0. I sent someone a link last week. They haven't done it. I thought I was like, bam, SC2 done. And then I've sent out 10 canned responses, objection after objection after objection. It's getting to my head a little bit. And so what do? I was like, I got to brainstorm. I'm in a slump. I feel weird about this. What do I need to do? Do you want to hear what I need to do? Do you want to hear, if you're in a slump, what you need to do? Are you with me? Ready to go? Let's take notes. Don't have Facebook open. Don't have your phone open. Seriously, be present with me. Be in this. Be ready to go. Because what I'm going to share with you is going to help you move your business forward if you're willing to take action. You can learn all the stuff. You can get all the information in your head. But what it really comes down to is you flipping action. So what I need you to do too is, as you're taking notes, any of you who want to chime in, I'm so down. I want to hear your conviction, your passion, your relentless desire to be successful. Now, success doesn't guarantee us easy. Success means that this is going to be a little bit of a roadblock sometimes, and you're going to feel in a slump sometimes. I feel in a slump sometimes too. But I don't want this to be perfect. So we have this thing called the vital process. And the vital process is this. You get challengers, right? How many of you have had at least one challenger? So the vital process, what we do as coaches, thanks for the hands, thanks for the nonverbals. I'm such a teacher, right? I would say that in my class. So you get challengers. And then with these challengers, you get them flipping results, right? How many of you have gotten challengers some results? Lynette has lost 10 pounds. I can start naming them off for you if you want, for some people. So you get challengers, you get them in a challenge group, you get them results. Then after you get them results, what do? You share the coaching opportunity with them. So what could that look like? That could look like in your challenge group, at the end of it, you go live and you just do a mini coach sneak peek, right? Or you message your challengers and say, hey, you should do this coaching thing. You don't have to do it quite like me, but you should do it and at least get your Shakeology paid for. I don't lead with the discount. I don't just say, hey, you should get a discount. I always say, hey, you should do this and you can get your Shakeology covered. I can teach you how to do that and you can get a discount. I'll say that after, because that's why I think I get a lot of people who want to work the business, is because I don't lead with cheap. I lead with conviction. I lead with, you can change a life too, because this has changed your life. Does that make sense? So maybe you're like, crap, yes, that's what I needed to hear. I do mention the discount, but I don't lead with the discount. This has changed this person's life way too much for them to just be mediocre in doing this journey themselves. Does that make sense? Like, they have a gift and story to share. So we get challengers, we get them results, we share the coaching opportunity in different type of ways, private message, in our groups, whatever. And then we help them become leaders. And how do we help them become leaders? They join team calls. I am a fan of team calls. I think everybody needs to get on freaking team calls. You feel connected, you feel convicted, you feel inspired, you get ideas, you implement, right? Or they do our coach trainings. Either way, when you have a coach, and maybe you're like, Julianne, I have all discount coaches. I have no coaches, all this stuff. You just have to trust this process. I'm pretty sure my first 17 coaches were all discount coaches. Okay, thanks for dropping that down. Liz, yes, teacher, love it. And such a student too at the same time. So as you're doing that, right, that can be scary, but maybe you're leading with the wrong verbiage. Maybe you're not showing up to team calls for whoever's watching this, and you're expecting other people to do it. That's gut checks I have to have with myself of like, if I don't have a team yet, don't you think you should be still posting in the team page so then when you do get team members, they'll see you present in the team page? You shouldn't just act like a leader after you have people. You should be acting like a leader right flipping now, and stop leading on your sponsor to lead your team page. You should freaking do it. Because when I was in Team Fit and Free, you better believe without anyone under me, I was up in there sharing, saying stuff, commenting, welcoming new coaches. My biggest pet peeve is when I see new coaches and they get 2 welcomes. I'm like, great, welcome to this awesome team. Are you kidding me? Man, when I joined, it was like 27 comments of like, welcome to this freaking team. You should spend 5 minutes in the team page. So if you're struggling with that leadership aspect of the Vital process, I would suggest having a gut check of where are you at as a leader. Your people aren't going to know what to do if you're not ever there. I would start practicing that now. Spend 5 minutes in Happy and Fit or wherever your hub is. It doesn't have to be Happy and Fit, wherever your hub is, okay? Spend 5 minutes in there every single day. Share a motivational quote. Share a transformation. Share something vulnerable. Welcome a coach to the team page, whatever. Spend 5 minutes in there and then get out, because you need to be up in your business. So Michael Folsom was talking about that. The Vital process is a Beachbody thing. Like, that's what we do as coaches, right? The Vital process. Vital. We have vitals. Mariah Welch could talk about that, right? Morgan, like, vital is a good thing, right? Like, that's like an important thing in our body. Well, I think about, it's crazy that they call that the Vital process as a coach. That means that that's really important. Like, that is what we do. Yeah, it's alive. That's how we keep our coaching business alive. Does that make sense? Whoa, starting to click a little bit. We have these vital behaviors as a coach. You just start to see the importance of this? That is what keeps your business alive, is doing this vital process. If you're not getting new blood, you're going to burn out. If you're not getting new blood, you're not going to feel connected to any kind of mission. If you're not getting new blood, you're not going to be making this a priority, and you're going to go back on the back burner and make this whole thing about you and not about the people you get help. The Vital process and vital behaviors are the breath to your business. But Michael Folsom, she's a she's a double 15-star coach. You guys, a 15-star coach. She's been a coach for 4 years. I'm like, I've been a coach for 3.5 years. Oh my goodness. Like, I want to learn from her, right? She's amazing. I don't follow a lot of coaches because of comparison, and I don't have time for that. But what I do is when I do see a coach that genuinely loves people and actually cares about them and like cries about their team, I'm like, I'll listen to you. And that's Michael Folsom. I've seen her cry on stage just talking about her team. I was like, that's someone that I would want to follow. That's someone that I would want to learn from, not these people who think they're too good, right? Won't give you all their stuff, like whatever. Like I'm very particular in who I follow for a reason. And Michael Folsom is one of them. I think she might be the only coach actually on Instagram that I follow, a top coach anyway. I want to say, otherwise I've unfollowed them all. Like, no offense if you're watching this awesome YouTube video, top coach, you're just not my jam. But Michael Folsom is. And she said this, she said, the vital process is your warm market. And what tends to happen is we're doing this and we're getting people, and then all of a sudden nothing's happening. Like when we first started, everyone was commenting, right? I don't even know if that really happened with me, but you feel like you've ran out. Do you feel that way where you're like, oh crap? And she said that's what happened with her. She stopped having this warm market. No one was coming to her anymore, and it was starting to get really hard. So then what she came up with before doing the vital process of getting a challenger, getting them results, sharing the coaching opportunity, and helping them become leaders is that she's like, I made a funnel system or a process called Do Your Crap. I loved it. Hashtag Do Your Crap. And I was like, I'm interested. Leaned in a little bit, like, tell me more about Do This Crap. And this is what she said. She said this. Show up and share your journey every single day. There are coaches who will show up really hard for a month and then you don't see them for 2 months. And then they're like, Julianne, I'm back at it. I swear. I just saw you post something and I got remotivated and I'm back in business. Great. Super glad you didn't quit, because that's the only way to really guarantee failure, right? Is quitting. However, you're completely devastated and crushed the credibility you have. Is it demolished forever? No. But as soon as you put that negative post on Facebook, credibility squashed. You are an influencer. People rely on you. You know, when I go live, it's so interesting to me because I might get 6 likes on a social media post or 100, but either way, I'll get way more views on a video. Always. My videos always get viewed way more than how many likes I get on social media. So that tells me this: people are freaking watching. And we get so caught up in our own brain and our own selfishness and our own selves that we start making it about me, feeling sorry that this isn't working, so I'm not a good coach, and then we stop. We need to stop that. We need to see past that, and we need to realize that people are watching, they're just not ready yet. Maybe they haven't seen the post that is going to really kick them in the pants. Okay, so are you sharing your story? Are you showing up every single day? Are you showing and sharing your workouts? Not Beachbody. Don't be a brand for Beachbody. Be you. Are you sharing your struggles? Are you sharing your triumphs? Are you sharing just your everyday life that doesn't have to do with fitness? Are you sharing your dog? Are you sharing your cat, your kids, whatever? Are you just sharing your journey of life? And maybe that's hard for you because maybe you're like, I have a boring life. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, man, I feel like I do the same thing every single day. Well, then I'll take something from personal development that day. I'll look up an inspirational quote, or I'll think about what would Julianne have done 3.5 years ago? Or how does life look a little bit different today? Who is someone that I'm really inspired by that I can give a shout out? Transformation Tuesday, my favorite thing. I always share my transformation and a coach's transformation or a challenger's. Always, every Tuesday. So maybe you make some kind of social media marketing plans to help you stay on track with your posts. I don't try to overcomplicate this whole thing. I'm just saying if you need a little bit of extra help, put the work to create a plan so you execute it. You lose credibility if you don't share your story. And then that goes into say, are you inviting to anything? Do people know that you're a coach? Are you just a normal person who works out every day? Great. But how does the person watching you get that invitation? Or how does that person watching you believe that they can do it too? So that's number one. Show up and share your journey every single day. Remember, you lose credibility if you don't show up. You do. If you're being negative, bashing, sharing stupid stuff, like I share funny things, but I mean like negative things. Does that make sense? Don't be of this world. So a lot of people will want to comment on stuff. politically or in the news, like you have to try really hard just to keep that into yourself, because your Facebook, for me, it's not a place for me to catch up with people, with my family, or share my opinions. It's my business. Like, it's a place where I want people to come to me for inspiration. I want my page to be a place where people can come and smile. I want my place to be that one place on social media that looks a lot different than everyone else's. I even said that in a live today. I said, when people ask me, like, how do I know you when they accept my friend request? I say, I'm just on this mission to brighten people's news feeds, because I think it's gotten way too negative, and I legitimately just want to make people healthier and happier. That's the truth. Today, I was scrolling news feed because I was feeling sorry for myself. I won't get into that in a second, but I definitely have those days. I saw like 10 negative things in a row. I was like, this is freaking depressing. This is so depressing. You get to be the light. Number 2, intentionally expand your network. I had this wrong because I just wanted to expand my network before, and I taught you guys how to do that, a very simple system. And that was go to the birthdays, go to their mutual friends, and start adding. But then the more I thought about that, the more I started realizing I was adding people I didn't like. So then I was like, okay, that's a huge gut check. I don't want to add people I don't like. I want to add people I do like. So that might mean you join Facebook groups. I'm in a lot of boxer groups, boxer dog groups. You could be in mom groups, you can be in breastfeeding groups, you could be in nurse groups, you can be in teacher groups, you can be in outfit groups. I'm sure there's a Target group. I'm in a Backstreet Boy group. You can be in groups with everything on Facebook. You want to start connecting to people that you like. Does that make sense? I think Instagram is a perfect place to connect with people you like. And that's simply by following the locations you like. That's my favorite thing to do on Instagram, is go to the locations, coffee shops, right? Bakeries, things that you really love, and then that's how you can expand your network there. So intentionally expand your network so you're actually working with people that you like. And then number 3 is genuinely and continually connect with people. I think we're missing this one. I do believe a lot of you are doing and showing up. And I do believe a lot of you are expanding your network. P.S. When I feel like I'm really struggling, I'll just go add 10 people to my network. I'm like, I'm struggling right now. Instead of me feeling sorry about my struggles, I'm just going to go expand my network, okay? Continue to connect with people. How do you genuinely do that? So again, you're commenting and loving on people's posts. You're asking them questions. You're being interested in them. You're messaging them and saying, man, I loved your family photos. Where did you get them taken? How long did it take? How much did it cost, if you don't mind me asking? Intentionally connect with people. All right. When you see someone with, I don't know, some kind of outfit, compliment them. Tell them that you love it. Genuinely connect with people. And then number 4, you should have a call to action every single day. What is a call to action? It could be simply, what are you waiting for? Right? Or it can be like, message me for more details. I try not to use that one anymore, but I try to find ways where it's like, do you ever struggle with this too? I try in a post to give that invitation that you can comment below. Or it could even be, hey, which shoes do you like, A or B? That's a call to action, because then they're going to comment below on your post, right? Has anyone ever struggled with this? Like, you prompting them gives them the invitation to comment in back. So I saw that Abby posted in Team Happy and Fit about how do you get someone's email from a canned response. If you don't know what a canned response is, please go to my YouTube. I teach it all there. And I was like, man, I love that she asked that, because that means she's going to take action on it. But 2, it's so simple. It's so simple. And I think we overcomplicate communicating. Just as much as I said, did you guys catch what I said when someone says, how do I know you, if I sent a friend request and I didn't know them? Did you guys hear what I said to them? I said, hey, I just love brightening people's news feeds. I'm on this mission to do that. You guys, people really aren't freaked out when I say that. And if they are and they're like, you're the worst person ever, you suck, I'm like, oh, maybe we shouldn't be friends. Like, sorry you hate positivity in your life, right? Like, I think we're thinking we have to have this magical script to say, when you do a call to action and people love on your posts and they comment below on your posts, what do you say? Hey, Jeannie, thanks so much for the love on my post. It's given me so much confidence to keep sharing my story. I don't know if you saw, but I have a group coming up that's focusing on fitness, nutrition, confidence, and prepping for the holidays. I would love to give you more information to see if it's a good fit for you. Julianne, I would love more information. Great, Jeannie, could I have your email? I'm going to send you an email with all the details. Great, here's my email. How's your day going? Then I go right back into building a relationship with them. Did you guys catch how easy that is? It's so easy. People who like and comment on your posts, you should be reaching out to them. But the thing is, you need to be making sure that in at least one of your social media posts, I truly believe you don't need to post 5 times a day. I've been doing that because I'm having low traction right now. I'm not saying that you're going to have low traction with that. But if you have a quality post that shares a story, I think that that is enough. I don't think you have to post 5 times a day to be a successful coach, you guys. I think doing one quality post a day is awesome. So then make sure that you're intentionally reaching out to all the people who are liking and commenting on your post. Does that make sense? So you need to do your crap before you do the vital process. If you're feeling stuck and feeling sorry for yourself that you're not hitting Success Club, you're not hitting Emerald, you're not doing all this stuff, well, are you sharing and showing your story? Are you expanding your network every single day? Are you genuinely connecting with people or just expecting them to connect with you? That's not fair. Social media is social. If you're not being social, what the heck, man, right? And then 4, are you doing a call to action on all your posts? Not all of them, at least once a day. Does that make sense? Are you running a challenge group? Do you even know when your next one is? Sometimes what happens is we're so fixated on our challenge group, then all of a sudden it's here that we forget to plan for the next one. And that's called time management. That is called team up with someone. That's called stop overcomplicating this and spending so much time making beautiful graphics. That is called stop putting all of your energy in creating awesome content. It's called if you're present in your challenge group and you share your vulnerability in your challenge group, that's enough. Meaning you could simply go live every day for 5 minutes and that would be a rocking challenge group. If you're sharing your heart, sharing your journey, sharing what you're learning. In my holiday prep group, I spent 1 power hour planning everything out and scheduling it. And then I've been done ever since. And all I do is go live in it every day for a check-in. And it's been awesome. It's been so good. I'm getting people results. You guys, if you might be spending way too much time doing all the fluffy, beautiful stuff that's getting you nowhere. I told you I was going to lay it down today. So if you don't know when your next group is, that scares me because you're spending so much time and energy in this current challenge group or the one that's about to start on Monday. Do you know when your next one is? So what I want you to do is this, is have 1, a serious gut check, 2, conviction, and 3, you need to set a goal that scares you out of your pants. But you need to know why you're setting that goal. Don't just set it because it's the right thing to say. Don't set it just because it sounds good, but actually back it up with work. Then do your crap before you do all the fluffy fun stuff of like beautiful graphics. You know what I'm saying? Team up with people and be committed and take action. So for me, I created, and I would love to hear Mariah. I know she just created a free group too. I hated free groups, and the reason I hated free groups is because I didn't want to put all my energy into them. And then I heard something really profound where it's like, dude, you shouldn't have your challenge groups about Beachbody. They shouldn't be about anything working out or fitness. They should be something about something fun that you like or something good that you're good at. I'm really good at waking up in the morning. I'm such a morning person. So is Eric. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to run a group on that. You guys, it took me 10 minutes to make my graphics. And I scheduled all my posts, and I spend less than 5 minutes in that group, that free group. Less than 5 minutes in it. If you're pouring all of your energy into a free group, why on earth would anyone want to join a larger group? Trina Gray said that, and I was like, oh my gosh, mind blown. I can do that. So then I made a free group for this week. My next group is the 27th. It is a marriage retreat part 2. I am inviting to it. I'm putting call to actions on it. I'm posting almost every day about it on Instagram and on my Facebook, blah, 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 blah. Getting that ready. But even beyond the 27th, I also have one starting on the 4th. And then even beyond that, I know that I have one starting on January 8th. And that is my New Year, New You, the Real Solution. I've been doing that one for 4 years. Can't wait to do it. It's my favorite group ever. And I already made a video on it. And wow, Julian, of course, you are a full-time coach. You do this. You guys, I'm just good with my time. I don't spend 10 hours a day doing this. I'm just smart with my time. If I have 1 hour, I'm going to knock it out. 1 hour, I'm going to make all the graphics, whatever, scheduled, I'll see you later. Then the next day, you can do this in 1 hour. You can do it in less. You can do it in 30 minutes. If you simply just show up and share your story, be intentional, genuinely connect, make a call to action, and then with all that extra stuff with the vital process, people just need you, not all this fancy stuff, right? They just need your heart, your conviction, you showing up. And then that's how you get it done. Are you guys feeling fired up? Like a couple gut checks, but at the same time, like, Julianne, this is so reasonable. Like, I can do this. I loved in Vegas, and we talked about this last week, that you should be marketing to part-time people who want to make a side income, people who don't want to leave their job for a Beachbody, people who just genuinely want a plan B for finances. This should be a plan A for your health, plan B for your finances, but want to connect with an awesome community. They don't have to do it like you do it. They can simply just do it to rock their own self-care and help a couple of people along the way and enjoy themselves, right? And then what you start to realize is you stop watching so much Netflix and you start working on your business a little bit more. Your priorities start to shift and change when you start working on your mindset. That even my part-time folks here, I guarantee you probably spend probably like an hour to 3 hours a day on your business. And if it's turning into more, that's just because you're being better with your time and you're getting rid of the stuff that doesn't actually serve you. I still love This Is Us and The Walking Dead and the Scientology show by Leah Remini. I don't love Scientology, but just the show, you guys, teaches you about Scientology and how I'm not going to get into it, just joking. Okay, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I still enjoy myself, but I'm also really smart about my time. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, team up. That's the beautiful thing in a success partner. I've been talking way too much. I would love to hear from Morgan, Liz. I would love to hear from Mariah. I would love to hear from any of you actually that just have any tips, advice. Did this help? Like, the vital process is super important, but if you're not getting new blood, like, that's the actions you need to take every day in your business above anything, above all the fluff. Does that make, well, and your self-care, please rock that first and foremost. Ladies, do you want to share anything?
Hey, I'm so pumped up. Guys, I don't know about you, but like that, Jules is on fire and she totally fired me up. And I'm just super excited because honestly, like you guys saw me, the very first thing that you guys saw when I jumped on this call is I had to finish my workout. I didn't get my workout in at 4 a.m. this morning. I had a really long day of clinicals, but you saw me get it in. So hashtag do your own crap, because I needed to work out, because I know that when I work out, I can then post on social media, I can talk about it, I could be about it. So kind of going hand in hand with what she's talking about, I did start a 5-day, 5 mornings of a coffee and encouragement group. Literally the easiest thing in the world for me to be able to do. It's super simple. I actually pre-planned all of my posts. And then I just go in there with a devotional or whatever is going on, and I just post it. And it's super simple. People are interacting. I'm not spending a whole lot of time, like an effort that I don't have to sit there and talk about it. But people are messaging me privately, and people are sharing it on their story, and people are really interacting. And there's people that I would have never met that just seriously joined this group. I think right now I have close to 70 or 70 plus people who are in this group. And literally all we're doing is talking about devotionals. We're talking and sharing quotes of the day, and we're doing different things like that. And it's literally taking me no time, but I'm building awesome relationships that I can then transition into a group or a paid challenge group. Because a lot of them, I've already messaged them, and exactly what Julianne was saying, I'm like, hey, they're kind of like, hey, I'm interested. I'm like, hey, what's your email? And guys, part-time hustler over here, I do not, and my peeps know this, I will never, ever, 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 ever sit down for a full hour of a power hour. It's just not possible in my day. Guys, I saw 42 kids today. There was no way that I was going to sit down in the middle of my lunch to do a power hour. So truly, it's a matter of pocketing your time, just like Julianne just said in the chat. I knew that I needed to get my post up. I got 2 posts up today. I'm going to post my workout when I'm done with this call. But it's like, hey, I have 10 minutes. I'm scarfing food down. Instead of doing absolutely nothing, I'm going to add people to my Instagram. Guys, I've grown my Instagram in the last 7 days. I've gained 127 followers based off of what Micah Folson said and what Julianne said. So I'm super fired up because when you sit there and you hashtag do your own crap, it really does show up. Guys, it is November 14th and I'm at Success Club 10. And that is the best feeling in the world because I'm super freaking busy, but I'm doing my crap. So I'm showing up, I'm messaging, I'm reaching out to people. Guys, there's no excuse. When she says you have to hit emerald, if you want to build this business, if you want to build an income, you have to hit emerald. If you're ready to lead a team, which I know all of you who are on this call, you're here for a reason, that means you need to hit diamond. There's no excuses. You can do it. It's very, very simple. Seriously, hashtag do your crap. I'm done.
So good. And you guys, I'm at Success Club 0, but I always make it a non-negotiable. I think sometimes what can happen is when we get so much information at once, it paralyzes us and then we just don't move. That has happened to me so many times where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing this, like I'm not going to be successful. That's not what this call is about. This call is just about to open up your mindset of just like, hey, if you're feeling stuck and you're feeling like you're not getting there, like I am, like genuinely, I'm like, you should have heard me with Eric today. I was like, Eric, I'm freaking out over here. I have to do this, and this. And he's like, who are you? And I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. And he's like, I'm sorry I said that. I was like, no, I needed to hear it because I just needed to do my crap. So anytime you're feeling overwhelmed or feeling super stuck, frustrated because you wish you had more time, or you're not hitting your goals, or you're like so close to hitting them, and all of a sudden you open up your email and there's like 5 coach cancellations, like, right? You're like, yeah, okay, just kidding. And then you're like, yes, I hit this. And then like something else happens, right? Like what's going to keep shaping your perspective is simply just doing your crap. So for me, when I'm like, no traction on my social media whatsoever, I need to share a transformation of a coach and I need to expand my network. And even though that's not producing results right away, that means that new eyes are going to hit my social media. Maybe it's all the same eyes hitting it, if that makes sense. So again, like this isn't about comparison. This isn't about making you freeze in your tracks. This is about giving you practical ideas that work, that will move your business forward. Liz, Morgan, anything you ladies would love to share, I'd love to hear. I want to give a shout out to Nikki Touch. I feel like she's been sending out she's been doing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method when it scares her to talk to someone. And she's just been going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, you've been on my heart. I want to talk to you about coaching. Like I swear she's done like 20 of those a day. And it's just because she's so scared and she counts down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and just does it. So it's been really cool to see her have so many new conversations with people simply because she's just doing that. Yay! I know, so true. Morgan, Liz, do you ladies want to share anything?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So it's so
I can hear Sean. Hi, Sean.
Sean Julian says hi. He waved. He's playing Call of Duty. Really intense. Okay, so anyways, it's so funny when you come from a place and you hear some coaches be so fired up and so convicted when you are feeling stuck in the mud. And I don't know about you guys, have been feeling stuck in the mud probably the last month because I've been off physically, I've been off mentally, I haven't been on my game, and I haven't been doing my crap. And as a coach that's been around for over 2 years now, I know how to get back on track, and I know that I need structure, and I know that I need connection. So jumping on the call last week, Tuesday night, being intentional about being on the call this Tuesday night has really reconnected me and just reminded me that I need to get back to the basics. I used to do a coach tracker every single day. What happened to that? Why don't I do that anymore? That's what worked, and that was what was successful for me. I'm consistent with my posting, but when I'm inconsistent with my messaging, I find that I'm not gaining traction on my posts. I find that I'm not forming real relationships. And that's when I'm not hitting Success Club. I'm also at Success Club Zero right now. I've been so consistent this month, you guys, and this makes me so scared to say I will be a Success Club All-Star legend if I hit Success Club this month. And I'm at Success Club Zero, and I only have 2 weeks left, you guys. But I'm going to make it happen. And you make it happen by doing your crap. You make it happen by staying connected, and you make it happen by finding that go-to person that you always know you can find inspiration for. I feel like Mariah and I go back and forth as success partners a lot. Like last month, I was pulling Mariah through. This month, she's pulling me through. And so if you don't have a success partner, I would really consider finding one because that's really important. As inspirational as Julianne is, she cannot be a one-on-one for you all the time, consistently, because she's a huge downline. And she will be there whenever she can, but that connection is so important to lift you back up, and someone to go to when you're struggling is so important. So I think I just needed to be vulnerable with you guys that I feel like I've been a really consistent coach and I'm feeling super stuck and I'm working my way out of being unstuck. And I think sometimes you guys need to hear that too if you're feeling stuck.
Yes. And I think the biggest thing is getting unstuck is usually having to do with either your self-care or the simple stuff in the business. It's never something crazy. It's something little that you have to tweak. Did you hear what Morgan said? She used to follow a tracker. It's something like that where she's consistent, not with her social media, but not with her messaging. It's always one little thing that you usually have to tweak. Liz, I would love to hear from you because something that I've noticed about Liz is that she's 100% being a challenger right now. In Clean Week is what I've noticed. And I just really feel like that's going to help you a lot with your business and leadership. Could you talk to us a little bit about that process and what that's been looking like, feeling like, not just in your business, but also your life?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I've been really intentional this week with Clean Week because I need it. And what Morgan was saying, I totally resonate with right now. As a coach, like I just feel like in the last couple of months, as many of you know, my life just really got turned in a crazy roller coaster. And I'm like choked up a little bit. I've been really thankful for this team. But I also think that in this season, number one, I'm really just trying to be a challenger, like Julianne said, of just going back to my nutrition. When you're used to your routine being one way and your routine completely flips, there are a lot of full-time professionals on this call right now. I was a full-time professional, then I was a full-time stay-at-home mom and coach, and I finally started sinking into my normal and how my routine looked. And I love consistency. And so when that was flipped again, I feel like I'm trying to figure it out. And so, yeah, my nutrition has been failing the last, like as this whole transition and the stress has been built up, and as I've been feeling like I'm running a million miles a minute, my nutrition has gone out the window and it's affected so much. So like Julianne was saying, if there's one, it's usually one little piece of our vitals that gets off and then it feels like it's hard to get back on. And so for me, it's been nutrition. I haven't felt great, you know, like how I deal with other people, my energy level, everything. And so, yeah, I'm sinking back into nutrition and I feel so great. I was talking to Julianne yesterday, and yesterday was like my first full day of eating clean. And that night I was like, wow, this is what I needed. Like my focus was shifted. So find what that is for you. Find where that little, like if it's your personal development, if it's your nutrition, if it's your exercise, if it's posting on social media that you feel like you need to tweak. As hard as this season is for me, it's been the most beautiful to redirect into number one, what's most important, but number two, just redefining how I want to present myself in this opportunity and in life, where I want to pour my energy into and how I want to redefine myself in a way that's going to speak to more people. So I feel like it's really a humbling time when you're stuck in the mud, when you're stuck in it, because it helps redirect you to how you can be there for more people. If you get stuck in one way of doing things, I think you become a lot less relatable. and you become just more used to what you're used to instead of having to change things up and realize there are so many different people that we're with on this journey and that we're supporting and helping, and we need to understand that we need to meet them where they're at. And so, yeah, I've been really thankful. It's been hard, but it's been the most beautiful season, I think, of coaching so far. So
I love that. Ryan wants to share something.
So the last thing that I kind of want to touch base on is just because I really appreciate Liz and Morgan kind of just sharing those hard, tough, vulnerable moments. And there's something that was said at in Las Vegas by Trina Gray, amazing 15-star. She's our grandma of everything. She's an incredible speaker. And one of the things that really hit home for me, it was when she sat there, and last year she was looking and she was reflecting that her goal was to be 15-star in 2 business centers. She's a 15-star superstar diamond in 1, and she ended up being a 13-star in her second CBC. That was a huge game changer because she was 2 diamonds away. So then she sat there and she was thinking, like, could I have pushed somebody harder? Could I have done this? Could I have done that? Could I have done that? And it completely took away the hard work that she had done to get up to that point. That is a big freaking deal, that you are a 15 superstar diamond in the Millionaire Club and then a 13-star. So when I say this to you is, there's going to be heartbreak in this business. There's going to be heartache in this business. Guys, when I started the beginning of the year, my team was on fire. I was like, I am going to be a 5-star elite team. And me and Morgan were like running with it. And then literally in the midst of life, I had 3 of my runners who were way close to diamond just automatically be like, deuces, I'm out. And they up and quit. And it was like a dagger to my heart because I'm like, man, like I'm such a crappy leader. I'm going through all this stuff and I just wasn't there for them and blah, 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 blah. And it completely took away from the fact that I am in a doctoral program. I just got divorced. I'm rocking this business. I'm gaining income. I'm doing all of these things. And I got so stuck in the fact that I am going to miss a goal. Guys, the goal doesn't matter. It's the journey. It's the process. It's how you get there. It's what you're doing to overcome. So when I think about Julianne, when I think about Liz, when I think about Morgan and these leaders on the team, when I think about Liz, I think about all the things that she's overcome and the fact that she's rocking her business, not the fact of her goal was this and she might not hit it. That is not what comes to mind. So when you guys are thinking in perspective and you're like, man, say I want to hit diamond. Hi, sweet pea. I want to hit diamond at the end of the year. It's like, guys, even if you don't hit it, think about the process. Think about how many people you're helping in order to hit that goal. That's a lot of people that you are changing their life. You're changing their diet, that they're gaining something incredible by this community. It's not always about the goal. And I don't want you to deflate yourself because of that. So do I think that this year sucked because I'm not going to hit 5-star elite? Heck no. This has been the biggest year of growth for me that I could ever possibly think of. And it's truly because of the community. It's truly because the perspective of I'm just helping people. There's 265 million people that need our help. And that should be the main focus.
Oh, so good. And that's so important too, because I think we get so caught up on a goal that we do forget about that and we forget about the growth. And I just think about all of the pain points in my life and the hardest parts of my life. I can look back now and be like, those are the parts that grew me. Those are the moments that I had a decision to make. Am I going to be a victim and be blaming, or am I going to be someone who's resilient and I lean into it and deal with it? Because I used to be someone who didn't deal with issues. And then now I do. I think that's a really excellent point to make. I also want to give a couple of shout outs I've noticed so many of you. One, all of the newer coaches who are on this call. I just think that is so powerful. And I just cannot tell you enough how important it is to connect and lean into community. This is the best community in my opinion. People who not just help you grow professionally, but personally and financially. We help each other grow and we really care about each other's success in life and family, all this stuff. It's so crazy how much of my life and Eric's life is because of Beachbody. And it's not Beachbody itself, but it's because of Beachbody that we've been able to connect. I saw that Morgan Brill went to Liz's house for Beckham's first birthday. Liz is coming out here in a couple weeks to visit me. Mariah's having a graduation and Morgan's flying out to go see her for her graduation. Like, this community is built on relationships, and I think it's so important to lean into that. So for all the newer coaches who are just, it's so hard to be the new person sometimes, or the rookie, but that's not how we see it here. And I just want you to know that that's maybe in the outside world, but that's not how it is here. Everyone's on an even level playing field, and we all support each other where we're at, if that makes sense. Like, we have so much to offer and learn from each other. So I just want you to do that. And yeah, we connect on such a deeper level. Lisa and Nicole have been posting transformation photos lately, and I actually messaged Lisa, like, we were just talking, and Lisa, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I just really loved, you were like, oh, I can't remember exactly what you said, but you're like, I get it now, or like, I was over. Can you share a little bit of that about that? Do you mind? I know that I did not prompt this and warn you, but I just thought it was so good and eye-opening, and your success partner Ashley, who has this confidence radiating of her. But Lisa, can you share? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine. Just put me on the spot. But yeah, lately I just feel I've been kind of out of it. Ashley and I actually both were like just kind of out of it at different times. So we've been kind of working on that together. But I feel like I haven't been getting a lot of traction. I also haven't been doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. But lately, I think the last 2 weeks, I posted transformation pictures of Matt and I, my husband, Matt. And honestly, it made me realize like how far we've actually come. So it really helped like more so my confidence level with that. And I had the last picture I put up, I had, I think, about 90 likes on it. I've never had that many likes on anything ever. It's not about that, but it's just kind of crazy to me. Like, okay, that's what my people need to see. So I need to keep posting that stuff. And it's like so obvious in your face, like just do it. But I posted that, and within maybe an hour, I had 2 people message me that didn't even like it, have not liked anything. One of the girls, actually, I friend requested her. I don't even know when, but she just accepted my friend request like the day before I posted that. So it's just kind of like, I think I sent something to you like, why do I doubt myself? Because I know I can do this. So it's just more like a confidence boost.
I was so proud, though. I was like, I know it's the simple things. And Amanda on here, too, we had a private conversation where she got SC4 in like 2 minutes, I feel like. And it's been the same thing. It really does just start with belief, you guys, and consistency. But sometimes we just want to share our workout, and that's enough of like, yay, got it done. Happy Monday, Monday motivation. That's not enough. People need to connect with your story. And when you can just genuinely share your story, that's what's going to make the connection to someone, right? Like when you are listening to someone talk and they just talk about themselves or like don't really share anything beneath the surface, you don't really remember, right? But when you hear someone's story and you connect to it, you're just like, man, like I'm really rooting for this person. Or I just really want to hear more about what they have to say. I would say my story right now is life after a miscarriage. That's what I posted about today. And it's like, because my avatar needs to know what life is like after a miscarriage, because my avatar has had a miscarriage. And they need to see what it's like now. And so many people have been reaching out to me because that's what I've posted about. Maybe yours is the life of the overworked, stressed out nurse. Maybe yours is the overworked, burnt out mom. Like, what is your story and where you can connect? Are you the person that constantly is bashing your body still, but it's gotten better? I made a post in my challenge group. Man, I was having some negative thoughts about my body, and I hated it because I used to live with those thoughts for years and years and years. And Beachbody has changed this community has changed my life. I don't think like that anymore. But this weekend I did. And I don't know if you guys followed my Instagram, but I wrote like fat, bloated, all this stuff like on my picture. And then the next one I wrote was like cherished, beautiful, strong. Like I like changed my wording. And in my challenge group, I put those side by side with the words. And I said, which one are you? Which one are you right now in the group? And so many people said, I'm the girl on the left. And that's the fat, bloated, like all this stuff. But a lot of them said, but I'm starting to become the girl on the right. And I was like, dang, that's so powerful, right? That was just in my challenge group. It took 2 minutes. And I was just sharing my vulnerability with that. So are you connecting in a way like that with people? Like, where are you feeling stuck? And how can you connect with people? You don't have to just connect with people on pain. Connect with them in victory. Connect with them with overcoming. Connect with them with consistency. Is this the most you've ever worked out in 3 years? That's my favorite question to ask someone when they're like, oh my gosh, there's this girl in our group and in our challenge group, and she's like, I just worked out for 7 days. And I said, when was the last time you did that? She's like 2.5 years ago or something like that. I was like, whoa, like that is amazing, right? How many people on our Facebook haven't worked out for 21 days in a row? I guarantee 98% of people who are on your Facebook. And what you're doing, when was or just like when you wake up in the morning, have you not been grabbing your phone? Like, are you, like one of my transformations, someone was talking to me about it. I can't remember who. Oh, my friend Madeline said this, and I'm going to end on this. She said, Julianne, you're beautiful. And I said, oh, like, thank you. She's like, no, seriously, like, you never wear makeup and you're so beautiful. And I love that you rock wearing no makeup. Like, you're seeing me in makeup right now, but I don't wear makeup. And I said, well, that's because my transformation was not using filters. And she's like, what? And I was like, yeah, on social media, I was so against filters because I was only finding myself beautiful in them. And so I went on this mission, and that was my transformation, you guys. That's something so simple. But is your transformation just to look at yourself in the mirror every single day and give yourself a compliment? Share that stuff. People need to hear that. And I just appreciate the heck out of you guys. I'm going to end this recording.